Mr. Hill, thank you for this opportunity to interview you. I want you to know that everything that you share with me will be used in a class project. It's not intended to go public. If this becomes a research project, I have to get an IRB from the university, and uh, and then I will get your consent. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Is it okay to record this session?
Yes, it is okay.
Well, here are the questions. What technology do you enjoy using?
I enjoy using my laptop. I am a Mac person, and I have a PowerBook that I enjoy using. I also enjoy using other mobile devices that I have, iPads and my phone, of course, which I use like a computer pretty much. And I'm also ambidextrous as it relates to technology devices. So I use Windows devices and Chromebook as well.
Thank you. What technology is being utilized by the Deacon Ministry?
When I think of our ministry specifically, technology, I split that into two areas, one being that of devices and the other being that of applications or tools. And so from our ministry perspective, it's more of a focus on applications, and we are currently utilizing the Google suite of tools, Google Forms, Google Sheets, and Google Groups in order to capture information on members and visitations and things of this nature. We also wanted to also add that we use WordPress as a portal to kind of house, be a place where these things are all housed in one location for our ministry.
Okay, I need to clarify. You said devices, tools, application, WordPress. WordPress would go under applications too?
That's correct.
Okay. And what's the difference between tools and devices? Or are they the same?
Well, again, I think tools is kind of a general term, kind of a blanket term. So I like to separate when I talk about technology. For the purposes of this, I'm separating that into two areas, that of devices. So I'm looking at the hardware, the physical devices that we might use to either connect or obtain information or share information with other people. So that would be mobile devices like phones, iPads, tablets, things of that nature, desktops or laptop computers. When I talk about applications, those are the things on those devices that we use in order to do that work.
Thank you. What problems does technology solve?
I think technology solves for our ministry the problem of collecting information and being able to recall or refer back to that information in a non kind of anecdotal or storytelling way. It gives us the ability to really capture some hard data, some hard numbers on the activities of our ministry as it relates specifically to our interactions and connections with the membership of our ministry.
Great. Um, what problems does technology create?
I think technology creates a problem of a barrier sometimes for those that are not as familiar with technology. It can actually get in the way of doing the work or get in the way of providing a quality service because you're either A, hung up with trying to use the technology, or B, you're frustrated because you have to use the technology, and so you're going to just do the bare minimum and submit, the bare minimum as opposed to, providing detailed information.
Okay. Um, how has technology made your work easier?
I utilize the technology of our ministry in a couple of different ways. One, I use the data that's been submitted by fellow deacons when I'm preparing or prepping for a visitation. I go to our database and spreadsheets and look up information on particular members that I'm going to go visit, so that I can get up to speed on their condition or their situation prior to visiting. I also use that information to do analytics, to look at trend data, to see what the impact over time has been for particular situations. And I also use that information for looking back in time, if you will, so that I can add some extra levels of care to the ministry. I look up bereavement information so that I can send cards, on the unfortunate anniversary of a particular passing, or if I see a person in church, I'm a little bit more sensitive to the time based upon information that I've been able to gather from our collected spreadsheets.
Thank you. How has technology made your work more difficult?
Again, it's a challenge because I am the person that's putting together these forms and these tools that we're using. And so again, because I'm that person, it takes some time. It takes a lot of time actually to do that, to get that together and communicate the information out and make sure the systems are, updated and people have access and can utilize the information. So it takes a little bit more time than if I were just a user of the information or the tool.
Thank you. What technology could be better utilized in your ministry work?
I think the mobile phone, the smartphone or mobile devices could be used in a more efficient way. A lot of the information that we have is purposefully tailored to be accessed in a mobile way. And I think that if we could use that more, we would have more flexibility and hopefully be able to collect more information and use that information in a just-in-time kind of way.
Okay, thank you.